Hi, this is Mrs. Uma Maheshwari from Sarai St. Newton School. I am handling social for 4th CBSE. Today we are going to see I make history. This is the topic. I make history. Can I make history too? Okay, this is the topic for you. Overview is the lesson focus on the need to study history. What is the important? Why to study history is an important? Okay, what is the need to study history? And then the different source to study history. What are the different sources we have to study about history? Third point is the need to preserve history. Why we have to preserve the history? Okay, what is important to preserving? And then fourth one, the role of a historian and an archaeologist in preserving history. Okay, preserving history, which is not easy, we can't do that, but what is the role of a historian and an archaeologist too? These are the things we are going to see in this lesson. What is history? Smriti is reading her grandfather's diary. He has described her when she was just 1 year old. Okay, so they are giving a page from a diary of his Smriti's grandfather. Shall we see what is in that page? Date 14/6/1992. Okay, dear diary, today was yet another joyful day with Smriti. I love her with all my heart. She is my little angel. When I come home for the office, her beautiful smile refreshes me. Today was special. Little Smriti took her first step. Soon she will be running around the house. Okay, it's very important happenings in Smriti's life. That was, she has started her walking. Okay, the first step she has started. So for the remembrance, her grandfather prepared this. So from this paper, what shall we do? How old would Smriti be now? Okay, Smriti would be, so which was in 1992, she is in 18 years old now. So after 18 years also we can able to remember the old things. In the same way, here they are giving one more newspaper clipping, okay, which is in August 15, 1947. 1947 August 15 means, we know India got independent from the British rules ends. So these are all the remembrance and which helps us to understand. Just like the diary entry describes Smriti's past, the newspaper's articles in activity 2.2 describes an events in India's past. So what we do now is the present. Events that have already taken place or the past. The study of past events is known as history. So what is history? The study of past events. The study of past event is known as history. Okay, what is history? The study of past event is known as history. History is the story of people and places on earth. It is a record of events. It's a record of events in the past that have taken place, especially in connections with the human beings. So what is history? It's a past events known as history. History is a story of people and places too on earth. Okay, it's a record of events in the past that have taken place, especially connections with the human beings. So not only what happened 2000 years ago, but what happened 2 minutes ago is also a part of history. We thought, okay, what had happened in our old age, in our grandparents' life, otherwise 2000 years ago, that is not only history. What happened in the past 2 minutes ago also is a history. Okay, the events of history are recorded and often studied to learn more about the past. The events of history are recorded and often studied to learn more about the past. Okay, why should I study history? Why we have to study history? Is it very important to study? We will have the answer for this. You know that April 1st is known as April Fool's Day. But do you know the history behind this day? Read through the following article, answer the questions that follow. Okay. Many believes that day was first celebrated in the 16th century in France. In 1582, King Charles brought in the Gregorian calendar for the people to follow. This meant that New Year's Day would not follow on April 1st but on January 1st instead. It becomes commonplace to place jokes on peoples who refused to change to the new system. These peoples were called April Fools. Actually, what had happened in 1582, the King Charles had changed the calendar of the people from another one to Gregorian calendar. So, according to Gregorian calendar, April 1st is not a new year, January 1st is alone a new year. So, the people, those who are following the existed calendar, they thought April 1st alone the new year for them. But according to this Gregorian calendar, January 1st is a new year for them. So, that was very make a disappointment to the people. So, that people are called April Fools. Because of this happened, till now we are celebrating April Fool's Day. That is the history of April Fool's Day. If King Charles had not introduced the change in calendars, we might never have had April Fool's Day. So, because of King Charles only, now we are celebrating April Fool's Day. What happened now is a result of what happened in the past. So, what happens now is a result of what happened in the past. Studying about the past helps us better understand when, where, why and how we are now and maybe even decide what might happen in the future. So, the study of past help us to understand betterly about when, where, why and how, which helps to follow the events decided what might happen in the future too. History takes us closer to happening in the past, the important place and peoples involved. It also sheds lights on how these happenings have changed our lives. A study of the past gives us sense of identity too. So, history takes closer to happenings in the past. What has happened in the past, if we have the records or the real things we know only, we can understood and we can able to follow the things in our future too. Now we are going to see classification of history. As we have read earlier, we use the terms BCE, that means before Common Era, and CE, Common Era, to arrange events from the past chronological order. Here, the birth of Jesus Christ is used as a reference point to help categorize date into BCE and CE. Already we know the timeline. Okay, what is the reference point for the timelines means the birth of Jesus Christ. Before the birth of Jesus Christ which is called before Common Era, BCE. Okay, after the birth of Jesus Christ is called as Common Era, which is CE. Okay, so that is a reference point for us. The Jesus Christ birth is a reference point for us to understood. But historians also used other reference point to keep track of the dates and events in the past. This makes the study of history easier. But historians, okay, historical peoples are changed the reference point in their according to their own view. Okay, yeah, that is totally different from the past one. That is, they have split it into two parts. See the timeline. One is prehistory, second one is history. Where they have the reference point means invention of writing. So, invention of writing is a reference point. After we have the written records, these things are called history. Those we don't have the written records, that areas are called prehistory, before the first humans appeared. Okay, that year too, invention of writing is up till that is prehistory. After that called history. So, for them, according to the historian peoples, the reference point for them is invention of writing only. So, to take a look at the timeline shows in the figure, the past has been divided into two parts. Observe the timeline and circle the events you think acts as a reference point to help divided in the dates. So, according to the historians, the reference point for them is invention of writing only. The first humans are believed to have come to existence more than 2 million years ago. However, they learned to write only about 5,000 years ago. The invention and use of writing is an important reference point. It makes the beginning of history as we know it today. So, why we are mentioning the writing, invention of writing is a reference point means which helps us to understood. So, humans are 2 million years ago, humans are existed in the 2 million years ago, but they learn, okay, how to write the years of 5,000 years ago only they know how to write, okay, they have the script method. Before that they have the not a script method, they are using drawings, okay, to convey their messages, otherwise drum beats, so many things they are using. Before 5,000 years ago only they are using the written methods. So, that is very, very important for us. The time period before the written recording of history is called prehistory. So, before the timelines we have the written records are called prehistory. This is a time period where no written records existed, the time before writing systems were introduced. It is believed that reading and writings were first used in 3200 BCE. Any date before this is part of prehistory and any date after this part of history. So, after the invention of writing only, we have the separation of prehistory and history, okay. They have found out this is the year of invention of the writing. So, after that only they understood, they have splitted the areas, they are using their own timeline for the historical purpose. Here they are giving a timeline for transport, okay, they are giving a timeline for transport. 3500 BCE man was invented the wheel, then 2000 BCE horse carriage, and then 1783 CE hot air balloons, and then 1787 steamship, 1790 only cycle, and then 1801 steam locomotive, and then 1861 motor car, and then present days. Now we have so many inventions we have in our transport. So, this is a timeline for transport. Our past is millions of years old. We divided our past into two parts, prehistory and history, based on when we learnt to read and write. This is only to make the study of history easy. Why they have splitted the history into two parts, prehistory, history means which is help us to understood and learn the history easily. That is why they are using the reference point invention of writing. I hope you understand this. We will continue these remaining things in the next session.